Hi and welcome to this week's Wine Buff video. I'm going to keep it really short, sweet and visual this week because if you're anything like me, you've got a short attention span. So, without further ado, here we go. First thing, yep, it's a musical note and you're probably a bit disappointed because you're probably expecting me to be singing at this stage because I promised to do so due to the number of fans we got on Facebook. But don't worry, I'm still working on the parody that I'm going to actually perform, and it's going to be on next week's email. It's going to be before next week's email. It's going to be loaded onto Facebook, so the Wine Buff Facebook site. So if you're not a fan already, make sure you get on there, and you're going to see it first. So I'm going to be doing it this weekend once I've had enough drink to actually get myself in front of the camera to do it. So it should be worth a view. So that's going to happen next week. We've also just finalised our course programme for winter, so as you'll see I've done up a nice little tasteful chalkboard. You can see we've got the one-night version and the three-night version depending on how busy you are over the winter. The one-night version, there's two dates, Thursday the 2nd of September and Wednesday the 29th of September. It's £30 per person. Like all the courses, it's a nice beginner course. It's very informal, friendly, and you get to try loads of wine you probably haven't tried before. So on the one-night courses you get to try at least 6 different wines, so it's worth the money for that alone, and of course for having my company for an evening. The three-night courses run on consecutive Tuesdays, Thursdays or Wednesdays depending on what suits you. We've got 2 in September, starting on the first one the 7th and the second one on the 9th, so whatever suits. Or if September doesn't suit, we've got a Wednesday one starting in October, and that's 90 euros per head. And again, if you compare the prices of wine courses, it's actually a real good bargain. So if you're available and you want something to do in these dark, cool winter nights, wine courses are a great idea. So pop in and I'll give you more details. Item 3 on the video agenda is you'll see in front of us the Wine Buff Pick and Mix selection. Because it was such a hit last weekend, the 6 for €60, we're going to keep it going this week as well. So as you see, there's a few that are empty because we're getting our delivery tomorrow, but believe me, they'll all be full again and ready for purchase. So they're all gorgeous wines, very fruity, easy drinking, just perfect for the summer. Pick out a few examples. We've got a nice easy drinking Pinot Grigio here, perfect for an afternoon drink if you're not working. A nice rosé, same sort of story there. A couple of lovely Spanish ones, an unoaked one and a oaked one, and then we have a lovely Chardonnay, Shiraz, and at the bottom here we have a lovely fruity Italian red Refosco, which is going down a treat, particularly for people who don't like their reds too dry. So big selection, mix and match as you see fit, and really tasty. So pop on down this week. Number 4 on the agenda, you've seen it probably before in our literature, but we're having a jazz, soul and wine night in Bar Rouge on the 13th of August, which is Friday the 13th. Although don't let that date scare you. It will be a night of sort of soul and jazz and wine and chocolate, so if you like that sort of those ingredients, it should be a pretty good night. So if you're interested, it seems to be booking up pretty quick, so if you want to sort of guarantee your place, pop into the shop, €25 for a ticket, or you can pay in the night. So hope to see you there. And very finally, we have this week's free taster in the shop. As you'll know, every weekend we have a couple of free tasters in the shop, and the red is going to be this one. It's the Valpolicella Classico. Valpolicella region is just near Lake Garda, so if you've been on your holidays to that lovely part of Italy, you'll probably have tried this wine. It's a lovely kind of sour cherry kind of flavour to it, and it's not too high in sort of the bitter tannins, and it's sort of medium in acidity, so it's a beautiful easy drinking wine, goes with most foods, and pretty much importantly it goes very well on its own. It's also by Visal Valley, so if anyone's had the Suave wine that we do in the shop, you'll have tried it, you'll have realised how good their white wine is. So this red wine is every bit as good, and it comes in at $13.99, but you can try it for free this weekend. So that's pretty much it, short and sweet, unlike myself, and as I say, the video next week will hopefully be me singing, so definitely worth tuning in for that. And if you haven't become a fan on Facebook, now's the time because the video's gone on there first. And until next week, I hope to obviously see you in the meantime in the shop, but until next week, all the best. Cheers.